Welcome back to my channel. This is another episode of Black Girl's Guide to Van Life. On this episode, I am going to be talking about your camper van no-build portable kitchen. In addition to that, I am going to be cooking an easy and simple meal, a one-pan meal that anyone can do in van life while we go over this. So while I am shopping for the items that I need for today's meal, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit the like button, and let's get into it. One of the benefits of living a van life lifestyle is the ability to lower your monthly expenses. Just as any other lifestyle, preparing your own meals saves money, and it's been proven to be healthier for you. I am going to show you how to have a van life portable kitchen that allows you to cook in and outside of your van. I will be listing products that I use regularly, and since I am affiliated with Amazon, you will find my Amazon storefront link in the description box below. The meal that I am making today is, I never made it before, so hopefully it turns out good, but it is Chipotle chicken burrito. It's a one-pan meal, easy to make, especially on a day like this when it's gonna be 100 degrees outside.
About to leave, already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know.
So before we begin this video, I would love to give the following subscribers in this community shout outs. Thank you for your support and your comment engagement. We all learn from one another in this community, because I truly believe, even I myself, I don't know everything, and we all don't know everything. We can all learn and grow from one another. So thank you so much for your contributions, your support, and your comment engagements. I enjoy it, and I'm pretty sure everyone else in this community enjoys it. So with that being said, if you have any tips, suggestions, ideas regarding anything in today's video, please leave a comment down below so the rest of the community can learn and grow together. So in today's video, we are going to talk about camper van no-build portable kitchens. I wish I could provide more information on a build kitchen, but since I don't have that experience, I cannot advise or suggest anything that I'm not familiar with. However, I have a portable kitchen where I can cook inside and outside of my van. And so while I am going over portable kitchens, I'm also going to be cooking a meal. So you get 2 in 1. How about that? So first I'm gonna wash my kale. I don't really need that much. I wanted spinach, but the store didn't have any besides the really big, huge container, and I'm not buying that. So, what are the essential items that's classified as a kitchen? What does a kitchen need to be considered a kitchen? It needs, of course, your water, running water, sink. It needs cooking appliances. I got my notes right here. You also need some sort of meal prep area. And of course, you'll need your silverware, dinnerware, and your cookware, along with proper storage for dry items and for refrigerated perishable items. Within that definition, I don't see nothing that says your kitchen has to be a permanent structure. Your kitchen can definitely be portable and it can still have all of those same essential items as described. I probably just did the most retarded thing. I cut the the kale before I washed it. I actually should have washed it first before cutting it. Oh well. As you can tell from the looks of it, I have a sink, water and sink. And they're both portable. So I'm just basically washing my kale. One of the honest things that I can say about van life before we begin is the fact that when you do downsize, even though you can still have the same essential items, when you downsize your kitchen area to mobile living, mobile dining, your eating habits, eating styles, cooking styles, a little bit of that might change a little bit. That's from what I noticed within myself. Okay, let me get a napkin here, y'all. Okay, but some of the benefits of having a sticks and brick kitchen, you know, I do miss having the open space and the convenience of everything being there, without having to dig out the stove, unpack, you know, get your spices, you know, being able to leave a plate and fork in the sink all night and wash it in the morning. You know, when it comes to van life, some things will need to change, I will say. One of them is, you know, I don't never leave any dirty dishes after I eat. After my dishes are done immediately. And one of the reasons why is you don't want to attract the outside. To me, they're enemies, okay? We don't want to attract them inside of our van, okay? So let me dump this. And this is what makes this so portable, is it has a little draining sprout in there. And you just twist it if you don't feel like pouring it out. Twist it and it will drain like a regular sink. But I find it easier to just pour it. To me, it's easier that way. You just screw it back in, like that. And now our spinach is washed. And now we're going to cut our chicken. Being in a van, you're not gonna have the amount of space that you're used to, and you're definitely going to find it at times inconvenient to cook. I live a minivan life. I can't stand up in my van or anything like that. I do what I can. Before we begin into some of the essential items or things needed for a portable kitchen, I do want to go over two very main important topics when it comes to food and cooking. God, you scared me. So there are two important factors that I want everyone to consider before designing and building out a kitchen. One, you always want to take food safety seriously, and also any type of hazards that this lifestyle or cooking in a closed, in a small amount of space can cause. Sorry guys, for the remaining of this video, I am going to do a voiceover because I was finding it hard to concentrate and cook at the same time. When it comes to food safety, your girl Abiyah got you covered. Considering I do have associate's degree as a dietetic technician, and I have been a kitchen manager at 2 different facilities and have passed food inspections. Food safety is avoiding the spread of bacteria when cooking, preparing, and storing food. According to the USDA, there are 4 steps to food safety. One is making sure you practice good hand hygiene by washing your hands, especially after touching raw meat. Surfaces and your equipment should be cleaned before, during, and after cooking. And then when you're cooking, making sure that your food is cooked throughout, which helps kill harmful bacteria. Also, separate, don't cross contaminate. This was huge in the food industry. You keep raw meat, poultry, eggs, seafood, and their juices away from ready to eat foods. Ready to eat foods are foods that do not need any type of cooking, like your produce and things like that. Also, keeping your food refrigerated properly is important. And don't leave food out at room temperature for more than 2 hours. If it's 90 degrees or above, you can only leave it out for about an hour before harmful bacteria starts to grow on your food. If you would like more information about food safety, you can check down in the description box below. There, I have included links for minimal internal temperature chart for cooking, cold food storage chart, and also food safety by the type of food chart. All resources are provided by the USDA, but I do have links down below if you're interested. There are 2 main hazards that I'm familiar with when it comes to van life and cooking, and that is fires and carbon monoxide poisoning. If there are any more that I'm not familiar with, leave that comment down below. Please enlighten me, enlighten the community. Anytime you deal with an open flame or electricity, there is always a fire hazard associated with it. No different when it comes to van life. Whether you will be cooking in or outside your van, you always want to practice safe habits to eliminate any type of fire hazard. When cooking inside or outside your van, I always make sure there is nothing around my flame. And I use a folding outdoor stove windscreen for extra fire protection, especially when I'm cooking inside of my fan. And I also have a small portable fire extinguisher in my vehicle. Carbon monoxide poisoning occurs when a high concentration of propane or butane reduces oxygen below safe breathing levels. And some of the symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning are dizziness, lightheadedness, headaches, nausea, loss of concentration, and worst case scenario, suffocation. Cooking with propane or butane inside your van, just be sure to roll down your windows to create that ventilation. And I would highly suggest purchasing a carbon monoxide detector. There are also fire risks associated with using electric, so just be sure to follow safety guidelines on any electrical product that you use for cooking. Now, I mainly use propane or butane in my van, and one of the benefits of using propane and or butane is it allows me to cook anywhere I want, and I don't have any need to search for electric hookups. With any kitchen, you would need water and a sink for cleaning produce, meats, cookware, dishes, etc. Now, water can be found in various places if you live in your van. Water can be found at your family or friend's house, Some parks offer free water, camping grounds offer water. You can buy them at grocery stores. Some states have drinking water refill stations. I haven't seen one in Missouri, but I do know they do have some on the West Coast. You can also go to the dollar store, Family Dollar. There's always ways to find water. I always try to keep at least 5 gallons of water on me at all times. If you are not going with a permanent sink, a portable collapsible sink may be your next best option. I have had no issues with my collapsible sink. I like it because it's collapsible, so it saves space, and it has a drain plug for draining the water out easily, and it's portable, which means I can use it anywhere I want. Now, there are plenty of different collapsible, foldable sinks to choose from on the market. This is just the one that I chose, and I found it on Amazon, and it works great. If you plan on doing any cooking in or outside of your van, you're definitely going to need cookware. Cookware are your pots, pans, or dishes that you need for cooking your food. How much you need and how many you need will really depend on, are you solo? Do you have a partner? Are you traveling with a family? But overall, you probably don't need as much as you've been used to living in a sticks and bricks. I think one of the most affordable ways of starting van life is by purchasing a one-burner propane or butane gas stove. I have a one-burner gas one, propane and butane stove. I also have a two-burner propane stove as well as a propane grill. I also have a Hot Logic that operates as a crock pot for me inside of my van. I have seen other van lifers use electrical equipment such as an induction cooktops, air fryers, pressure cookers, and things like that. However, for me, I don't have enough power from my jackery to have those items in my van. And also, I really don't have the space for big items such as that. So my setup works great for the space that I have, and I'm not starving, so it's doing something right. When I first started van life, I did not think to have a meal prep area. I would cook outside the van, or I would be cooking on the floor in my van. So cooking outside was great, but I did not want to have to cook outside all the time due to weather, bugs, and sometimes you just want a little privacy. So cooking on my floor in my van was definitely unsafe, inconvenient, and it was too close to where I put my feet at every day. So when I purchased two Better Homes and Garden storage ottomans with the trays from Walmart, it provided me with a platform surface to cook on the inside of my van because the lid on the ottoman is removable and it flips to reveal a wooden food tray. I will like to add that when I do cook inside of my van, I'm usually cooking something that's very quick, very simple. I don't do heavy duty cooking inside of my van. So I believe that it's important to have a flat surface to cook on. With any kitchen area, you will need silverware and dinnerware. So you'll need something to eat with and something to eat on. When choosing your silverware and dinnerware, just keep in mind that you will need to find storage space for those items as well. I normally keep my silverware and things like that in an airtight container. My plates and things that I eat on is stored in my shelf. And I also do keep paper plates, paper bowls, and paper silverware plasticware available in case I just don't feel like washing dishes.
Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free.
Oh, so good. Okay guys, I'm pretty much packed away and cleaned here. So I want to conclude this video by saying thank you for watching, and if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos or any upcoming Black Girls Guide to Van Life videos. I hope that you were able to learn something or pick something up from this video. If you are, let me know what that is down below in the comments, and if you have any other tips or suggestions for other subscribers in this community, leave that comment down below. And until then, I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Shalom. Bye.